Pisces, welcome. I didn't get to do your reading for August, and I thought it might be better to already do your reading for September. And I'm gonna try to connect what has been happening to you maybe during the month of August and what is bringing you during this month of September. I think it's gonna be such an emotional period for you. We're gonna experience around the 20th of September a full moon in your sign, Pisces. So Neptune is together with this full moon, and Neptune is one of your ruling planets, while also Jupiter is gonna have in some nice aspects as well during this month of September. So I really think that even though this is gonna be such an intense emotional period for you, there is so much grayness that is gonna be manifesting in your life and also in the way you see yourself, Pisces. The Empress is in your present, and the Empress in Tarot, it's a card that is related to Taurian energy, and Uranus, it's right now in Taurus, shaking the earth, the earthquaker. But this time Uranus is doing a very nice aspect to the first new moon we're gonna experience during the first week of September. A new moon where we're gonna have the Sun, where Virgo is, plus Mars in your 7th house of relationships. So something quite new and very emotional, it's happening regarding your relationships, or maybe a concrete, precise relationship in your life, Pisces. Maybe starting to find also a new sense of harmony and balance in these relationships. And you know, the 7th house doesn't have to be necessarily only intimate romantic relationships. It can be also regarding your friends. It can be also regarding your work partnerships. And while Mars is there together with the Sun, I think that this is something where you're gonna feel that you wanna be much more proactive in these relationships, in these connections that are very important for you, and that they do have something here to do with a sense of abundance and growth and expansion that you're gonna be embodying the whole month of August, whole month of September, and probably this is something that you're starting to experience right now by the end of August after this full moon in Aqua. Because this last full moon in Aqua, I mean, Aquarius is your 12th house, and I don't think that this has been the easiest full moon or the easiest moon that you could experience, Pisces. I think that there has been a lot of things from the past that you had been trying to work on, like being illuminated about even like your subconscious, maybe memories from the past, from even maybe having a lot of dreams, you know, like having a lot of dreams that have something to do with maybe some traumatic experiences in your past. And it's almost like you thought that, or you're still feeling right now, that this is something that you needed to process more, Pisces. But when you're doing this job and all this energy maybe feels uncomfortable during these past weeks, and maybe still this is something that you're feeling right now, I think that once all this starts clearing up, you know, and you become much more conscious of these things, is when then you can let this kind of energy to come through you. Making place for those connections that you see that they make you grow, Pisces. And you it's almost like you're starting to also attract even opportunities that, who knows, I mean, maybe you even didn't expect it. Maybe you're starting to have feelings here for someone that you didn't expect to have emotions for. The World card is coming in your past position. You already have two major arcanas coming in this reading, Pisces. And I have my notes of astrology here because it's funny, I'm having here the Empress, very Venusian energy, and we have the World here, also fixed energy. Venus by the mid of September is gonna be moving to your 9th house. And this is a very positive time for you to maybe go into these metaphysical subjects that maybe for a very long time you could not dive deep in. And I mean, with all these aspects that you're gonna be experiencing right now, I think that this is gonna feel like such a watery month for you, Pisces. Like, also, it's like that's the energy of the 9th house and where Venus is gonna be, and where it's also gonna do a retrograde. So many of these things that are gonna be, or they're starting to happen to you maybe right now, is like you wanting to explore something that might look quite far from you right now. Something that is related to another world, maybe, Pisces. And maybe until now you had to be more pragmatic, or you have to be more centered in practicalities in your daily life. But I think that during this month of September there is gonna be like this, almost like entering in this moment of relief, even though the deep emotionality. What is coming in the obstacle for Pisces? What is coming in the obstacle? King of Swords. Maybe something that you were not able to express out. Maybe something that you were not able to communicate in the right way in the past, Pisces. This King of Swords. Like being very determined and direct with your thinking and your communication. This is something that has been a struggle for you. And maybe still this is something that will be difficult for you in some moments to feel, because, or you will struggle with, because all this Neptunian energy that you're gonna be embodying right now, it's like such a dreamy, it takes you in such a dreamy state of mind and spirit that maybe in some moments it might look difficult to you to feel earthly connected. So now let's see what is coming next, and then I'm gonna start diving deep in the cards and I'll be showing them to you by one, Pisces. Two of Coins. The juggling. Having options here. Having options. And feeling maybe that something here is happening that is putting you in a situation where you need to choose. It could really be regarding a relationship that it's coming as a surprise to you. Well, this first new moon in your 7th house. too many cards. The Sun, the Knight of Coins, and the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords wanted to show out, and we already have the King, so maybe I'm looking at here at a reading that might be related to a deep, important connection for you, Pisces. An intimate relationship. Let's see. What is coming next for Pisces? How is Pisces coming consciously in this reading, please? Oh, Pisces. Where it's like you're very nervous about this. It's like, I'm telling you, man, I mean, I got this feeling like while I was meditating in your energy and I'm trying to analyze and looking through all these astrology aspects, your psychic during the month of September is gonna be so activated that, and your intuition, that I think you're gonna be receiving so much information here that in some moments you're gonna be feeling, or you're starting to feel that right now, Pisces, that you almost don't even know what to do about it. Or it gives you this sense of having these sleepless nights where you're still afraid here of something. Because I'm having here a situation, and maybe this is something very specific, and you know guys, these readings are very general. I cannot talk for every Piscean who is watching this video right now, so if the story doesn't resonate with your own personal story, just leave it. Otherwise, you can always have a private reading. Of course, that's always much, it can be much better to get more in contact with whatever issues or situation is going on for you right now. But there is, I have the feeling that there is an important intimate relationship maybe here, Pisces. Someone maybe that has a strong Venusian characteristics, like this Empress. Excuse me guys, like the Sun sometimes is very strong. I hope you can see it. I mean, she's Venus, she's abundance, and don't mind the gender, we might be talking of any gender, okay? We all have an Empress inside us, I mean, but I have the feeling that there is a lot of things that maybe you were not able to express directly to this person, or maybe a certain communication that or conversation you had with this person maybe in the past, or that you are experiencing this right now, that it's causing you some anxiety, Pisces. Yes, because maybe this was something that you were not expecting in a way to happen this way. Maybe this situation that, or these feelings that you're starting to develop, or this situation that suddenly came as a surprise, or is coming as a surprise maybe into you during this month. I think that maybe it was something that it was closed in the past, with this World card in the past. Maybe this is a situation or a relationship that was finished, or it had kind of an end of the cycle at the end. But it's almost, there is something here that you feel that it's making you grow in emotions, like regarding this precise connection. And maybe this is something that you are not yet expressing out, like you're not being able to clearly communicate this at this present moment, or you didn't. Now, what is coming in the environment? 5 of Wands. Some competition, or that's what you feel. Maybe struggling maybe with the opinion of other people. or feeling that there might be other people that have an influence regarding this connection, Pisces. Because right next to this Empress, I see this Two of Coins. And this Two of Coins is telling me that probably maybe this Empress might have more than one possibility or opportunity. I mean, she's the Empress, Pisces. So the Empress, she can achieve and have whatever she wants. I see you quite nervous about this, even though at the same time you know that this is something that is almost like inspiring you and is making you probably even feel like it's like maybe something that you thought it was over, now it's coming to you as not over, Pisces. Something here is growing instead of being, it's like something, it's growing, or it's making you grow in some form, even though you might be stressed about the situation, or you might know that there are some obstacles here that are coming from the exterior. As I said, these fire wands coming in the environment, I think that there might be some people that have something to do with the situation, and maybe you're scared that maybe this precise connection might be in the middle of other situations or in the juggling of a situation with you, Pisces. I need to be completely honest as I read the cards, Pisces. I mean, guys, I could not be, let me do this 1 second because the sun is like really strong in some moments. And I really don't like when I cannot show you the cards. It doesn't make any sense. Look at this. Pisces. This is what is coming in your hopes. And this is also what is coming in your fears, Pisces. You wanting to receive or you wanting to give an important cup of emotions to someone that I think it represents a lot to you. Who is this Empress in your life? Who is this person that represents the Empress in your life, Pisces? Because, look at this, how much sense it makes. The Ace of Cups, it means a new beginning at emotional level. It's pure emotions, pure love, pure, it's almost like that overwhelming feeling. It's like when we start feeling emotions that it's almost like when they come, you feel that it's like so many emotions that you cannot even control them. So yeah, I think that during this month of September, I see, Pisces, that you're gonna be in a very deep emotional mood. You wanna restart here something that is very important for you, or maybe refresh a situation, or have a restart, have a new start maybe in this precise connection. This is for me so well connected to this, everything that is happening in your 7th house. And it's this Ace of Cups, as it's coming in your hopes and your fears, guys. It's like a Mars. Mars is wanting or is asking you to be more proactive in these connections in general. If maybe we're not talking about a precise connection, guys, maybe we're talking in general in your connections. It's almost like something here is coming very clear to you about how you wanted to relate to others. What are the people in your life that you really want to keep, Pisces? Who is giving you and who is just taking, maybe? And you being able to see exactly where is that harmony and where is that balance. The thing is that when you have Mars in the 7th house, and I see this new moon coming here, and this is where I see all these, and Uranus is going to be doing a trianon, which is a very positive aspect regarding this house. So I think that these feelings, these emotions that you're starting to feel, or maybe you are feeling right now, or maybe, who knows, maybe you might feel later on while we experience this new moon on the first week of September. Maybe these emotions, you didn't think or you didn't expect them to come this way. You didn't expect to feel this way, Pisces. You maybe didn't expect to have this encounter and maybe to find this person that means all these qualities that probably, or has these qualities that you had never found in another person. The thing is, even though you are wanting to be more active regarding these connections in general, or this precise connection, you are wanting here to offer something. You are here hoping for having this new start. But this is also what is making you so scared. Maybe sending that message, or speaking your truth, or really saying exactly what you're experiencing right now regarding your feelings. What maybe this person means to you, Pisces. Like, the thing is that right now, with what I'm seeing here in these cards, is that I don't see you speaking your truth. I think that this is something that you're kind of like keeping to yourself by now. Now, what is coming at the end of this reading for Pisces, please? 9 of Pentacles. Wanting to enjoy. Maybe also, I see this 2 of Coins coming here as well, more like in this, let's say, future position, or in like how this reading is being guided here, Pisces. I think that it's coming very clear what this situation means to you at an emotional level. And having all this full moon and Neptunian energy in your sign, I have no doubt that I'm connecting here with a Pisces who's having very important dreams, or like you are having like this psychic intuition about this precise connection, or maybe your connections in general, all right? But this is something that it's like it's so strong, or you feel like you're swimming so much into this ocean of emotions, deep emotions, that maybe right now you don't find yet the tools on how can you approach the situation, because you are really fucking scared of this, Pisces. It's like you don't even know on how to start, on how to what to say about this, what to communicate, what to, maybe probably even in some moments you're having even some contradictory thoughts, maybe negative thinking, that is kind of like, oh my god, man, what I'm doing with all this. Like, it's like you're being scared that maybe this person won't be or won't have the same emotions that you are experiencing right now. And because of that, what I think is happening here, Pisces, is that maybe what you would decide, or maybe like what I'm seeing here, guys, you are the ones who decide what to do in your life, and you know better than anyone else what to do. Like, this is just a way of talking and then you can reflect on yourself, like what it is what you want to do about the situation, if this is something that is talking to you, Pisces. But I see that maybe what you will do, or like what you are doing right now, is instead of communicating and being open about this offer or these feelings that you are having right now, Pisces, I think that you are preferring to much more center yourself in these practicalities, or maybe balance out your material life, or maybe keep on juggling options where you can feel more independent. I mean, the Knight of Coins is a fantastic energy in the sense that this is about pleasure, abundance, enjoying your independence, enjoying your freedom, it's a very autonomous energy. So this is telling me that maybe you come from a period where you had been working hard on something that it's kind of paying you off right now, Pisces. You know, like you had been here working on something, maybe regarding your material life, your work, an abundance that you had been building already from some time. And I think that you're starting to see the results during this month. Probably right now at the end of August, it is something that is coming to you as a payoff. And I think this is something that is empowering you, like making you feel like the Empress as well, like you being in power of your life and feeling that you are entering a moment where you can enjoy more, you feel more free, you feel like you want to maybe create something where you can feel more independent regarding your job or your career, and finding that autonomy as well, like, you know, this Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is a pre-Empress energy, which is already coming here in your present situation. So there is so much good that you are attracting right now, even regarding your material life and probably connections, Pisces. Venus is gonna enter in your 9 by the month of September. And yeah, okay, Venus is gonna do a retrograde as well, Mercury, and maybe you know this already, but we're gonna have 7 planets in retrograde from the end of September. And, you know, retrograde energy, I know it's not the easiest, because it means that maybe we feel that we need to go backwards in some situations of sectors of our life. But it can also be such a positive thing, because it can allow us to give us more time to reassess whatever maybe in the past we were not able to see. And yeah, I mean, being in this emotional period for you, Pisces, and you also wanting here to, is like you had been in process of expanding yourself and like creating an abundance that right now Pisces is being able to enjoy. This is not the moment where Pisces is just like, I need to work hard, or still, no. Yeah, probably you still need to manage and take some important decisions regarding what you have to do at a financial level here, or regarding this work or project that you have created that has been expanding during this last period and right now. But this is a moment where you know that you can take pleasure and enjoy, and it's like all this satisfaction that's coming through this labor and these achievements that you had to work hard for. Like you come a long road to get to this achievement or this precise success and recognition that you are experiencing right now, Pisces. And I think that because of also you becoming in a way like this Empress, like you being able to as well sit down on your throne and look at all this abundance that you had been creating until right now, you are attracting so many people and extra opportunities that they feel really is, I think that this is something that it's really giving you like this sense of freedom. Now, so because as I said before, and we were talking about this right before, and we have all this influence of your seventh house, which I think that during this month is gonna be very important for you, Pisces. A new way to feel your connections. You also hoping here for experiencing maybe love in a way that you had never experienced before in the past. And when I'm saying love, guys, I don't just simply mean about one precise connection, but maybe, as I said, this is love regarding your friendships, maybe love regarding your family, having a refresh start with a family member maybe that you could not, maybe for a very long time you could not, you felt that there were many things in the middle, and right now you enter in this moment where you are being able to find an harmony regarding this precise connection. I mean, I have the Empress in the middle of this reading. This could maybe, for someone there, could be talking about a connection with a mother figure in your life, or someone that as you see as a mother figure, somebody that for you it does represent a lot emotionally, Pisces. You know, somebody that also, you know, I mean, she has something to do with your creativity, or like maybe the emotions that you're experiencing with this person, they are bringing you a sense of inspiration that is almost like, you know, it's like taking you to another level here. But I see that maybe you are, at least Pisces right now, you're in a moment where you don't know too much what to do about this. It's like, I think that these emotions are coming, it's like they're starting to, it's almost like they're coming to you, and you're like, whoa, you know. I mean, also, I gotta say, I mean, the Empress, she's a very intuitive energy, Pisces. She's very intuitive, very psychic, and you know, you're in a moment right now where your intuition and your psychic is gonna be awake at 250%. You know, like you're gonna be feeling things and perceiving things, like your intuition is gonna be telling you or giving information that even if it had looked for you from very far, maybe this is something that is, maybe could be a connection that is far away from you, or somebody that, as I said, there was kind of an ending in the past, or there was something, a cycle that ended, precise cycle that ended with this person. It almost feels that you're receiving something here that is making you, it's almost like awake something. But this awakening, this overflowing of emotions, where the fish, it feels like it's swimming in the ocean without any direction, you know? It almost feels in some moments like, regarding your mind and your thoughts, you feel like you cannot, it's like you cannot express this yet. And maybe this is something that has been building out inside you for a very long time, and because of repressing these emotions, repressing these feelings, you come from a moment where all this repression or continuation had created these fears or these problems or blockages to communicate, or having these sleepless nights where Pisces feels like so nervous on speaking a truth here. Now, if this could be related to this precise connection, and if this is something that you are experiencing right now, Pisces, or you feel that this might be something that is coming your way and maybe until now was in the back of your mind, and during this new moon in Virgo, and then getting into your full moon in your sign, I think it's gonna be a great moment where you're gonna find that strength to speak out what you were not able to speak out in the past. You know, this energy for you during this month, even though it's still right now you feel like you don't know what to do about this, I feel like in some moments you're gonna start feeling like this, finding this, it's almost like this inspiration that will allow you to become more sassy in a way, and more courage, like have more bravery to say whatever you have to say here that you could not express. Or maybe had an important decision. I mean, this King of Swords coming in the obstacle, I mean, he's a very determined character, very rational, very pragmatic, but that's exactly what I see here as a problem as well, Pisces, is that I think that you had been trying to rationalize a situation that you could not rationalize. Because this is exactly what is your obstacle, guys. Look at this. It's like you may be wanting to become or be very pragmatic about these feelings, about these emotions, about maybe this precise connection, or maybe these connections on how you saw them, and you were trying to be cold. I mean, this King of Swords, he is fair and generally he's very, very honest, but it's like he's so aloof and so emotionally disconnected, or at least he seems that way, that I think this is exactly what has been causing you so much stress. Like you trying to be so logical about these emotions that the only thing that this is like, that rationality and that logic that you were trying to make out of the situation, this is exactly, I mean, this is coming of a place of you wanting to have control, obviously. You wanting to have control while actually you could not have control at all over the situation or over these feelings. And I also need to say this. I think because maybe you not being very, you know, it's like almost you trying to show yourself very cold here, trying to show yourself no so emotional. I think that this is something that has caused you or is causing you right now some petty arguments inside these connections or this precise connection. Like maybe there is a sense of competition attached to this situation. Maybe there has been some petty arguments, maybe you feel that this person in a way it's not being fully open to you, or there is like these arguments that honestly like they are just more based on ego than being real base problems here, Pisces. Like someone here wanting to be too much in control. Somebody here wanting to feel so much in power and in control of the situation that everything that has been causing is just a mess, a mental mess that doesn't really allow this Empress to expand at the level that she could expand. To maybe connect at that deep level that you actually wish to connect, Pisces. But you fear at the same time. I mean, and as I'm looking at these, and then I've got to tell you, Pisces, from the end of this month, so the Sun, Mars in Virgo together with this new moon in your 7th, but then the other house that is going to be very important, a part of your first house when you're going to have a full moon, it's going to be the 8th house. The 8th house where Mars is going to enter, then Mercury is also there, and the Sun from the 23rd of this month of September is also going to be there in your 8th. I mean, your 8th house is the house of Libra. The Empress can represent Taurian energy as Libra, as these two signs are ruled by Venus. So, you know, in Tarot we associate the Empress many times with Taurus, but could also represent Libra. And I have in here this air character coming in the obstacle as well here. This 8th house, what it means, because I think this is going to have a very important impact for you, Pisces. Most definitely by the end of September, when all these emotions are coming out to the surface. The 8th house is a very intense house, because this house is a lot related to psychology, to that very inner selves, to when it's a house that talks many times about, or maybe traumas that we experienced in the past and that have a lot of influence in our present, you know. I like to call this house many times like the detective house, because the 8th house is almost like a house where it's like where you are going deep into these things that might look occult or hidden to you, you know, all this stuff that always looks far away from you, and that now probably you are wanting to explore more than you did in the past. And so many things, I really think, I mean, Mars and Mercury, the planet of thinking, that is also gonna do a retrograde in this house. So you thinking in probably rechecking the past, rethinking, reanalyzing past experiences that have something to do, and you feeling also more energy, like being more active regarding maybe the situations that you want to analyze, like maybe woundings, past woundings that are coming more clear to you right now. And then the Sun making the spotlight in this house is actually bringing all this stuff that was underneath the carpet, it's coming to the light. And the thing is that even though this is something that obviously doesn't always feel very comfortable, I think that for you, Pisces, you're gonna be in such a moment where maybe until now all these, you were kind of scared of all these emotions and maybe going deep into these things. But you know now that this is something that you wanna do, and you feel like you can do it right now. Because if you don't use this as a possibility right now, then what will happen is the opposite of actually what you're looking for. Like, actually, you're starting to come more, it's like it's becoming so much clearer to you, or also maybe you feeling that you can be more proactive in this research, in this deep in research, which you're so good at. You know, I mean, you're a fish, you're Pisces, you're meant for this. even though maybe for a long time you come from, as I said, in this moment, maybe you had to center more yourself in practicalities. Maybe for a very long time you were trying to be more pragmatic, rational, being more all about the mind and not just like, but you know, I think that now Pisces is like you are this, you represent the water element, and you are probably, if not the best, a part of Scorpio, the best signs to dive deep into these subjects, to dive deep in the deepest waters, Pisces. And I think that right now, with everything that is happening, maybe these precise connections or past connections or that precise intimate relationship that I'm seeing here in these cards, they are kind of like whatever is happening maybe as a surprise or unexpected to you, that maybe this is something that in a way you were hoping but you didn't know on how you were gonna feel about this. It's also giving you a clue about all these things that do have something to do about just you, Pisces, and who you are and what you want, what you actually really want from these connections. Like, how much are you able to give, and how much people that are related to you will take from you as well. It's like you being able to, it's almost like you juggling here as well, no? Saying like, okay, looking at all these options, maybe you are entering a moment as well where you are, as I'm seeing these Pisces, I think you're gonna enter in a moment where you are gonna be as well attracting many people maybe, or different options that they feel very attractive to you, you know, like they are like good opportunities here. And maybe these opportunities, for some time you felt in the middle of these options, like, okay, let me play a little bit with this, let me play with all these opportunities are coming my way right now and see what I can do about this. But maybe actually what you are starting, what you're also hoping here, it might be that there is one precise option here that you know is that fulfillment that you're really wishing for, Pisces. That connection that it means a big deal for you and not just at a surface level. But now, what you would want to do with this, because as I'm seeing this reading, Pisces, I think that this is something that is gonna be up to you. Like, I think that there is, the opportunities in a way are there, but maybe, and they are even like kind of opening these doors and everything is almost like, but you are gonna be, I think that you're gonna have to be the one to be more determined on what you want about this connection or this precise connection. And my question for you, Pisces, and to close up this reading, if maybe there has been that option that you know, and you know it's like becoming like more obvious to you that this is actually maybe that connection where you can really find that fulfillment, and that it's almost like this pure flow of emotions, that I think this was something that maybe was hidden to you for a while. Don't you think that maybe whatever is not allowing you to be more direct, or let's say honest with yourself about what this connection means to you is just these ego struggles, Pisces, these maybe you feeling in competition regarding this person. Maybe you know that this connection might mean coming through, it's like making, it's almost like you know that maybe this person, if this is something that tells you something, of course, you know that this person has maybe a lot of suitors, or many people are attracted to this precise person. Many people that will be interested in the same thing that you are looking at right now. And so, don't you think that maybe because of that, like you maybe looking at that and saying like, oh, whoa, that would be the thing that will stop you from actually going for what you really want and what you really love, and what is becoming undeniable for you right now at an emotional level, Pisces? Like, for how long would you want to stay in this struggling and in this maybe, you know, like almost like this indecisive and nervous state of mind, well, actually everything that you could have is right in front of you? That's up to you, Pisces. Well, guys, thank you for watching. I'm leaving all my information below, Pisces, for private readings and also for social media. If you want to check my Facebook or my Instagram, I'm up there. I mean, you know, I'm not the most social media person, but I like doing these things, and you know, I also like sharing some music and stuff, or different interests I have that are related to these cards and astrology. And so if you feel that this story resonated with you, don't doubt to click like or subscribe. You know, this is a way that helps me to keep on doing these readings and developing this channel. And otherwise, Pisces, I wish you the best for this month, and I'm gonna see you the next month, Pisces. Okay? Just remember. Okay? Bye bye.